Good afternoon, good evening. My name is Jennifer England, and I am an instructor at the Taylor Bend YMCA, and we are live now. We're going to do some yoga this evening. So hope that you've had a great day, hope that you've come to a nice, comfortable position, seated somewhere in your living room. All you need is a mat, and hopefully you've got a band or a strap with you today. If you don't have one, certainly the strap from your bathrobe will do, or maybe even a towel, or I'll just give you a modification when we get to that section where we stretch out our hamstrings. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? We're going to start with those hands right here on your knees. We're going to lift up nice and tall, and we're just going to begin by closing your eyes. So let's come inward. Let's take a few deep breaths, and let's forget about everything that happened today. For the next hour, it is just about you on your mat in this space, wearing your yoga pants. So closing your eyes, lifting up tall, let's breathe. Deep breath in through the nose. Feel that chest expand. And then exhale, empty those lungs completely. Continue with that long, slow, deep breath. Full breath in. And a full breath out. How about another deep breath in and a full breath out. Remember, this long, slow, deep breathing helps to quiet the mind, helps to lower that blood pressure, and it helps to give you that sense of de-stressing when you need it. So as you breathe, still deeply, let's loosen up that head and neck. So go ahead here, roll that head around. Make some easy circular rotations with that head and neck. Gently exhale to come on down with that chin. And inhale, lifting that chin to the sky. Take a few more here. Loosening up gently. And then we will slowly roll that head around the other way. Loosen up. Pausing anywhere you might need a little extra stretch. And lovely. Lift that head back up to the top. Let's roll those shoulders a couple of times. So scoop the shoulders up to the ears. Inhale to lift. And exhale back and down. Take another. Inhale, scoop. And exhale, roll one more time. Inhale, scoop it up. Exhale, back we go. Fantastic. I'm going to take my right arm here out to the side. We're going to extend that arm out and then gently here bring that arm right across the body. Maybe give it just a little bit of a press. We can look over that shoulder. So being gentle. Remember, everything I do here today, it is just a suggestion. If you need to modify or change it to make that body of yours comfortable, please do. Scoop that arm up to the sky, lift up, we'll reach up through those fingertips, opposite hand here on the floor, and we'll just give ourselves a little reach, a little dip, a little stretch. And up tall, reach it up nice and long, and then press the air right on down beside you as that arm comes down. Good, opposite arm, send it out, reach it out, and then we're gonna gently pull that arm here across the body. Give it a little press, maybe turn that head, look over that shoulder. Still breathing. Scooping that arm up nice and tall, reach up, extend your energy through those fingertips, and then we will dip over to the side. A little dip, and a little lift, reach up tall, and then exhale. Press the air right on down beside you. Good, let's go ahead and bring those hands together right here in front of you. Push those palms forward. Go ahead and press out through those palms. Get a nice stretch there into the upper back. Little press. Fantastic. Flip those arms around, lift up tall, reach up and extend to the sky. Push those shoulders down, and then one more time, let's give it a little seated half moon. So one more dip. Maybe you can come over a little further. And up. Other side, a little dip. Lovely. Up tall to the top, separate those hands, bend the elbows, squeeze those elbows back behind you so we can open up that chest. So that posture, so important for us to be nice and tall. Elbows back, reach up, extend, lift and lengthen, and then exhale. Arms come right on down beside you. We'll bring those palms right down to those hips. We're gonna press down on those palms and lift up a long, long straight spine once again. So close your eyes for just a moment and feel all that space all along your spinal column. Lift up tall, and then we're gonna give it a little lift. So go ahead here, drop the chin to the chest, and we're gonna take your tailbone, scoop your tailbone up towards your belly button, squeeze your tummy, and just lift those hips off the floor. Look down at that tum-tum. And relax it down. Back we go to the mat. Hands to the knees, lift up tall, wiggle out that upper body, and let's finish up that nice easy warm up with a little trunk rotation. So just like that neck rotation, let's go ahead and roll around here. Exhale to come on down, and inhale to come on up. Breathe. Maybe one more in this first direction. Opposite direction, around we go. Exhale down, inhale out. Take a few more. And lovely. Come on up to the top. Let's give it a little rotation. So just go ahead and give yourself a little rotation to one side here. We'll go ahead and look back over that shoulder, squeezing through that spinal column. Still lifting up nice and tall. Rotation. And the other side. Give it a little rotation. And excellent. Back to the center. Upper body just a little bit more loose. Let's go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together right in front of you. And then we're going to push those heels out just a wee little bit. And we're going to drop those heads forward down towards those feet. So rounding down here into a nice little starfish. Feel that roundness, feel the stretch through that spine. Maybe even a little length into that lower back. Breathing at the bottom. I'm going to give it a little rotation and a little twist. Again, you modify as you need to. I'm going to take my right hand. I'm going to place my right hand here on the floor underneath my right calf. If you can, maybe you can wiggle that elbow all the way down to the floor. And we're going to scoop that opposite arm up to the sky. So reach up here, lift up nice and long. How about that? I'm going to take that hand up there. I'm going to reach it down and around behind my back. Maybe set it on that hip. Pull that shoulder back and look up to the sky. That shoulder back. So again, we can really think about posture today. Wherever you went, I hope you are long and tall. Good. Untangle those arms. Bring that right arm out from underneath that right shin, that right leg. Lift up tall for just a moment. Up, up, up. And then opposite side. So my left hand here is going to come underneath that left calf. Maybe that left elbow can drop to the floor. Scoop it up. That opposite arm, reach up tall. Leaning back, right shoulder back, breathing. Right hand floated on around behind you. Maybe set that right hand on that left hip. Holding here. And releasing. Untangling all those body parts and then scooping, rounding and rolling up to the top. We're going to grab a hold of those ankles. Pull those feet in closer to the body, lift up nice and long, and then one more time. Drop down and forward, head comes closer to those feet. Elbows push out and against those inner thighs. Nice little inner thigh stretch. And lovely. Roll yourself up to the top. Good job. Draw those knees in. I'm going to turn to the side so we can press up into crab. So park those feet on the mat, hands here nice and flat behind those hips, a little bit of space between those feet, and then up we go into our crab pose, nice and strong here. Looking up to the sky, lifting those hips, breathing, and lower down. Notice that those hips were nice and level. We're going to do the same thing, but your crab is about to lose a leg, if you can. So take that right ankle, position it here on top of that left quad, and once again, up we go. There's our crab. Level hips. And down we go. And we'll just swap it out. So right foot down, left ankle up on top of that right quad, and press up and lift. Very nice. Down we go to that mat. Go ahead here, both feet on that mat. Lift up, nice and straight, long, tall back. Fantastic. Right from here, if you can, pick your feet up off the mat. And let's maybe close your eyes. Find your center. Find your balance. And breathe. You can maybe stay right here, or extend those arms forward. Reach out those legs, and come on into boat, Navasana. Bend those knees. Go ahead and set those feet back on the mat. Let's go ahead and stretch out through those feet. So let's point those toes forward, right on out in front of you. Go ahead and point those toes. And then pull your toes back like you're standing up on your tiptoes. And we'll flex the feet. Press out through those heels. Once again, toes point. A little demi point. A little flexion. And then one more time, toes point, demi point, and flexion. Roll those ankles around, big slow circles. Opposite direction. Fantastic. And then wiggle out those legs. Legs are nice and loose. One more time, sit up tall, nice straight spine, park your hands on the mat, lift up, Dandasana, push out through those heels, up, 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 and relax. I'm gonna go ahead and come down onto your backs. So, there we go. I've got my band for later. It is just nearby, and we'll go ahead and roll all the way down onto those mats, onto your backs, hug your knees into your chest. And as you do so, for just a moment, let's go ahead and just soften up the shoulders, and let your back relax against that mat. So it's connected, nice and flat, all portions of that spine are fully on that floor. You feel a little decompression here, and then we're gonna rock side to side. So just a little inhalation to the right, and a little exhalation to the left. Lovely. Keep breathing. Abdomen twist coming up next. So let's go ahead and bring those knees back to the center. We're going to flop your arms out to the side, T position. We're going to take both knees and drop them over to the right. Here we go. So your chest is pointed up to the sky. If you'd like, you can turn your head to the left. And if you are feeling flexible today, let's go ahead and reach out both legs. Go ahead and reach out all 10 of those toes out into that right hand. So head's either looking up to the sky or over to the left. There's our revolved abdomen twist. Breathe. Wherever you are is good. Take a nice breath and release. Bend those knees. Roll those guys to the center. Maybe wiggle out a little bit, and we'll do the other side. So both knees flop on over to the left. Heads turn to the right or up to the sky, and we will straighten out those legs right there into a revolved abdomen twist. Nice rotation. Knees bent, knees straight is all good. Take a breath and release. Untangle. Come on back to the center, and then we're going to go ahead and park one foot on the mat, and we'll park park the other foot on the mat. So slide those arms right on down beside you. Flip those palms face down. We're going to go ahead and move into a bridge. And let's treat this today as a vinyasa. So as we inhale, we're going to scoop those hips up off the mat. And at the same time, we're going to reach those arms up and back behind you. So those hips are lifted. As you exhale, not only are we going to roll that spine to the floor, but we're just going to drag those arms right on down beside you, right back to where they started. So let's go ahead and inhale, lift, arms go back, hips to the sky, exhale, roll through the spine, and go ahead and come on back down to that mat. Take a few of those on your own, lifting and releasing. Move and breathe at your own pace. That next release right on down to the mat. Let's go ahead and relax that spine. We'll hug those knees right on up into your chest. Maybe cross those ankles and scoop up into diamond pose. If that feels good to you, so hug it in, rock it out a little bit, whatever is best for your body. And then as you're ready, go ahead and settle back down. Good, right back on that mat. Lovely. Let's go ahead and park that left foot on the floor. We're going to take your right ankle and position it here on top of that left quad. We're going to take your hands and reach your hands here behind that thigh. Go ahead and pull those legs into the body for a nice little through the hole pose. If that's a little bit too much for you, take your band. You can thread that band here around that thigh and pull in a little bit. So if you need a little extra there, that will work as well. So let's just go ahead and pull that leg in. Stretch deep into that right glute. And breathe. Always coming to the edge of your own limit, whatever that is. So take a breath, inhale. Go ahead and release. We're going to park that left foot on the floor. We're going to reach down with your right hand. If you can, grab that big right toe or maybe that right ankle. And let's go ahead and pull that right leg out into half of a dead bug pose. So the sole of the right foot points straight up to the sky. We get a little inner thigh stretch there. Relax here. Bring that right knee in towards the body. We're going to slide your hands over that right shin or behind that right thigh. Left leg stretches down and out along your mat. Flex both feet, and there's our Urdhva pose. So really reach your energy out through those heels. A little stretch into that left hip flexor, and the lower back just lengthens out. Take a breath. And release. Wiggle out those feet. Right foot, park it on the mat. Left knee, bend it so that left ankle can come on up to that right quad. And then hands or your strap behind that right thigh through the hole pose, opposite side here. Go ahead and pull those legs in, soften up your neck, and stretch.
left hand grabs that big left toe, right foot to the floor, and then left leg out, half of a dead bug. Left toe, left ankle, whatever you need. Relaxing here. And then that left leg comes in towards that body. Grab hold of that shin. Right leg reaches down and out along your mat and flex both feet. Find your Upanasana pose. So press, press, press out through those heels. Lots of energy there. Reach and release. Wiggle out those ankles. Set that left foot on the floor. Let's go ahead and bend that right knee. And then we're going to flop both knees out and open into reclining butterfly, just so we can open up those hips a little bit. Just a little wiggle there. Soften the shoulders. And let's relax for just a moment. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Good, good. Draw those knees back together. We're going to go ahead and stretch out those hammies. Of course we are. So grab a hold of your band or your strap, whatever you have. And let's go ahead and loop it up and around that right foot. If you don't happen to have a strap, you can reach up with those hands and just grab that leg wherever you can, pulling that right leg back towards that body. So I want to try to keep this right leg as straight as we can. And push that right heel up to the sky. So relax here, breathe, breathe, breathe. And let's think about working the pose. So we hold the position as you inhale. And then as you exhale, that right leg comes just a little bit closer to your body. So the longer we relax here, the closer that leg comes to the body. But you come to the edge of your own limit, whatever that is. Relax, be patient with your body, and breathe. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. We're going to reach up. We're going to take that strap into just that left hand. Right arm's going to just float on out to the side. And let's allow that right leg just to come on over the center line of the body. So your hips and shoulders are still connected to the mat. That right leg just drifts over a little bit. Little drift. And then up we go to the top. Take that strap into that right hand. Left arm flops out to the side, T position. And then that right leg opens out to the side. A little inner thigh stretch. Pushing out through that right heel. Keep that body level and flat on the floor. Press, press, press. And release. Release that strap. Release that right leg. Let's go ahead and send that right leg down and out along your mat. Give it a little wiggle. Shake it out a little bit. And then as you're ready, bend that right knee. Mark that right foot on the floor. And you go ahead and stretch to the other side. So take that strap, loop it up and around that left foot. And let's stretch out that left leg. Hammy stretch. So we just need to, again, be patient here and give this opposite side of the body a chance to lengthen. So focus on that lower body, soften up the upper. Exhaling, that leg comes a little closer to the body. Very nice. knees. Take that right hand, reach on up. Take that strap into just that right hand. And then that left leg comes over the center line of the body. So everything else stays nice and flat. That leg just drifts. And then up we go. Strap comes into that left hand. Open that left leg out to the side. Inner thigh stretch. Push out through that heel. Take another breath. Inhale, breathe in. And as you breathe out, release that strap. Stretch that left leg down and out along your mat. Give it a little wiggle. Give it a little shake. In fact, let's go ahead and bring that right leg down to meet it. We'll wiggle out both of those legs. Hopefully they're feeling even. We're going to scoop those arms here up and over your head. So point the toes, point the fingers, reach yourself out, make yourself very long. Lengthen that body. Reach, reach, reach. Take a breath. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale. Relax. Give it a nice wiggle. Scoop those arms on around beside you. We're going to bend a knee. Doesn't matter which one. Send your hands behind that thigh and rock yourselves up to the top. So up we go at the top. Let's give it a little full forward seated bend. And we'll make our way to hands and knees. So let's take a breath. Inhale, scoop tall. Reach to the sky. Soft knees, soft legs. Fold that body in half. Drop that nose down towards those shins. And then we're going to scoop, round and roll up to the top. Let's do that again. Inhale, scoop it tall. Exhale, fold that body forward. Hands land wherever they land. Nose drops down. And then we'll scoop and lift ourselves up to the top. Check in with that posture. Now that you've come seated, wiggle out those legs a bit. Very nice. And we're going to flip over here to your hands and knees. So however you'd like to get there is just fine. So flip it on up. Fix the ponytail. So hands are going to be underneath those shoulders. And remember, if your wrists are tender, make fists with those hands and point your thumbs forward. So there we are, hands and knees. Let's go ahead and start with a nice cat stretch. So scoop it round, push that spine up to the sky, relaxing your neck. There's our cat stretch. Drop yourself down into a nice neutral spine position, and then we're going to drop the belly button down, lift the head, lift the glutes. There's our cow. Good. Come back to the center, neutral spine. Scoop yourself to the right in the puppy. So we're looking back towards that right foot. Maybe you can scoop a little further and look for the left foot. Come on through the center, scoop to the left in the puppy, look for the left foot. Scoop a little further, look for the right foot. And back to the center. There we go. So here we are, hands and knees. Make sure your ears are lifted away from your shoulders. Let's find your balance. So we're going to send the right leg back and then float the left arm forward. There's our tiger. Balance here. If you're feeling a little festive today, maybe close your eyes. See if that changes things. Lower that hand, lower that knee, try the other side. Left leg goes back, right arm floats forward, tiger. Close your eyes perhaps. And lower everything down. Good, scoop yourselves up into cat stretch. Flatten it out, neutral spine. We're going to press up into dolphin. So let's just drop down to the elbows, interlace the fingers. We're going to tuck up the toes in the back and just press up into our dolphin. Look back at those feet and push those shoulders away from your ears. Nice. Maybe you can shift all of your weight to your left flipper. And then we shift our our weight to the right floor. Good. Weight comes back to both. Knees to the mat. Release your toes. Go ahead and sit back into Balasana. Sitting all the way back, and you figure out what you need to do back here just to round out that spine. Relax your back. So wiggle, spread those knees out and away from each other. Do what you need to do to stretch your spine. And excellent. Take a breath. Roll yourselves up to Thunderbolt. Check in with that posture. Let's take a breath while we're here. Inhale, scoop it up. Exhale, press it down. Very nice. Send those hands back to the mat. We're gonna make our way down onto your tum-tums. So from here, let's go ahead and lower that chin to the mat. Slide forward onto those tummies and curl up into Cobra. So the tops of the feet are on that mat. Your derrieres are nice and tight. We're lifting up and those shoulder blades are pressing down while those ears lift skyward. Very nice. Send those hands back behind you, palms to the sky. And then let's lift those thighs up off the floor. Floating here on your tummy in our reverse boat. Scooping those arms forward out in front of you. Back we go, reverse boats. How about one more time? Scoop it forward. And press it back. Back, back, back. Lifting and releasing down to that floor. Very nice. We're going to make our way towards Savasana. So make fists with your hands. Rock your body from side to side. And bring those forearms underneath your body. We're going to take your chin and glue it to the mat so that we can engage those glutes, push those fellas up, and just lift the thighs off the floor. Leave that chin down, squeeze up your glutes, working that lower back. Up, up, up. And release. Legs to the mat, release those arms, hands here, up underneath those shoulders, press it up and back, and then once again, let's stretch it into Balasana. Relax that spine. Very nice. We're gonna make our way up towards standing. So up we go to hands and knees. Tuck up those toes in the back. Lift up. There's our down dog. So similar to our dolphin. So here that we're in down dog, if you would like, go ahead and walk your dog. Shift your weight from foot to foot. Slowly or as quickly as you would like. We'll go ahead and come on back to the center. Find that nice down dog. Derrieres lifted up to the sky. And then from here, let's soften the knees. Go ahead and walk your feet forward towards those hands. So knees are still nice and soft. Hands are reaching for the floor or relaxing on it. We're going to take your time and roll up to standing. So make sure those knees are soft. And we're going to take our time as we roll, stack, and lift up to the top. Once you get there, roll those shoulders up and back. So scoop up those shoulders, inhale, lift. And exhale down. And one more time, inhale, scoop it up. And exhale, down we go. There we go. So let's lift up tall. Position your hands here on your tummy, on your core, and let's close your eyes. So you want to find your center, your sense of balance. So here we are in the middle. Your joints are all stacked up on top of each other. Shoulders over hips, hips over knees, knees over ankles. You are up nice and tall. So let's take a breath, grow up a little bit taller here. And then we'll just relax those arms down beside. You can open your eyes if you'd like. And we're going to float your toes off the floor. So just lift those toes right up off that mat. And then float them down to the floor. Try not to grab the mat with your toes. Let's just hover the heels above that floor. And down. Let's continue. Inhale, toes. Exhale, toes. Inhale, heels. Exhale, heels. Take a hands to your heart at namaste. Thumbs are locked over the heart. Shift your weight onto one of those feet, and we're going to pick the opposite foot up and balance in stork. So your center is nice and strong already. So hopefully you're feeling grounded and comfortable here. Very nice. Take that foot, send it forward out in front of you, and we're going to make sure that our weight is balanced on both feet. Soft knees, and let's just rotate in the direction of that front foot. A little twist. Back to the center. From this position, shift back. Pick that foot back up into stork. And down we go. Other side. Relax here, take a breath. Inhale, scoop. And exhale, press to the heart, namaste. Shift your weight onto that opposite foot and lift up. Find your stork. Balance. And breathe. Take that foot, step it on down to the floor out in front of you, and then once you're there, we're going to rotate in the direction of that front foot, just a little twist. A little variation on our dancing Shiva. Come on back to the center from 2 feet. Press to 1 foot, back in stork. And then lower down. Very nice. Take a breath, inhale, scoop. And exhale. Down we go. Wiggle everything out. We're gonna find ourselves a couple of sun salutations. So let's go ahead and come on up towards the front of your mat, wherever that is. And we're gonna begin with your hands here at your heart in namaste. So we're gonna do 3 rounds of sun salutation. I'll mix up a few of the variations as we go through. If you get lost at any point, you come right back here and you wait for us to catch up and finish. So here we go. Hands over the heart right here at namaste. Stand up tall, inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. And here we go. Send those hands forward. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, hinge it forward. Hands to the mat. We're going to take that right foot. We're going to give it a nice big step back into our nice lunge there. So there's our runner's lunge. Drop the right knee to the mat. Release the toes. Go ahead and let's lift up and scoop into monkey. So we've got a little backwards bend as we look up to the sky. And we'll go ahead and float those hands down to the mat. Tuck up those right toes. Lift that right knee. There's our runner's lunge. We're going to take the left foot and step it back. There's our down dog. So now we need to make our way down to that mat. So let's go ahead and come forward into plank. Knees to the mat. Toes released. Tighten up your derriere. Go ahead and scoop. Chin and chest to the mat. Curl up into cobra. We're going to make our way back up. So release here. Tuck the toes. Press up to plank. There's our plank. And there's our down dog. There, from down dog, take that right foot, swing it forward, all the way up between those hands. There's that runner's lunge. And left knee to the mat. Release those left toes. Scoop up and back. There's our monkey pose, our kneeling warrior. Hands to the mat. Tuck the toes. Lift the knee. Step that left foot forward. Fingertips touch, reverse that swan dive. Inhale up and exhale to the heart. Namaste. Second round. Inhale up and back. Exhale. Hinge and reach. Right foot. Big step back. There's that runner's lunge. There we go. Drop the right knee to the mat. Release those toes. Scoop yourselves up into monkey. Let's add a rotation. We're going to reach those arms out to the side. I'm going to rotate to the right. Little rotation. To the center. Lift it back up. And hands to the mat. Tuck up the right toes. Lift the right knee. Step back. Down dog. Derriere's lifted. We're going to come down to that mat. So out to plank. Nose. Those are your knees. Then your toes. Then your nose comes down. Scoop it up. Curl to cobra. Derrieres are tight. Release, tuck the toes, press up to plank, and then to down dog. So there's our down dog. We gotta take that right leg, swing it forward between those hands. There's that runner's lunge. Left knee to the mat, release the toes, scoop it up, monkey. Arms out to the side, rotate left. To the center, up tall, reach, and hands to the mat. Tuck the toes, lift that left knee, step back, down dog. We should have stepped forward, but instead, we're gonna give it a little fancy here. Bend those knees in the back. You can either walk or hop those feet forward between your hands. A little hop, a little touch of those hands. Inhale, reverse swan dive, up we go. Inhale, and exhale to the heart. Namaste. We have one more round. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, hinge and reach. Right foot, big step back into that runner's lunge. If you'd like to put your right knee down on the floor, please do. You're feeling a little fancier. Let's lift up into warrior. Breathe here. Up, up, up. Send those hands to the mat. Straighten out that front leg. Press yourselves back into pyramid. Sink into that front knee, step back, down dog. We're gonna make our way to up dog this time. So, forward into plank, knees to the mat, toes release, tighten up your derriere, and up dog. Lift the hips, tuck the toes, lift the knees, down dog. Once again, very nice. We need to find that other warrior. So let's take that right foot, swing it up, forward between those hands, nice and strong, nice and flat. As you're ready, left knee up or down, lift into warrior. Lovely. Float those hands to the mat, straighten out that front leg. Press back into pyramid. Sink it down to the front knee. We had such a good time with that hop. Let's do that again, shall we? So step back entirely into down dog. Go ahead here. Concentrate. Push that derriere up to the sky. Heels are reaching for that mat. Go ahead then, bend both knees, just a wee little bit. And then your choice here. You can either hop those feet forward towards your hands or you can walk them on up there. Whatever you would like to do is good. Fingertips touch at the bottom. Reverse that swan dive. Inhale, lift to the sky. Exhale, press the area beside you. Bring your hands up to your heart at namaste. And let's go ahead here. Close your eyes once you arrive on the seat. Lift up, pull your body up and away from that mat. Itch your nose, but wash your hands. And let's close your eyes. So maybe that heart rate has sped up a little bit. Take a breath or two, see what you can do to slow that down. And as you open the eyes, go ahead and lift the toes off the floor. Float them down. Lift the heels off the floor. Float them down. And one more time, toes. And down. And heels. And down. Balance is so important. So lift up nice and long, soft knees. Dip over, standing half moon. Lovely. Relax those arms, float those arms out in front of you, lift them up to the sky. Inhale here. We're going to have a seat into chair, so send that derriere back behind you. Reach
reaching out, looking over those fingertips, wiggling your toes around. And up we go. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, have a seat into chair one more time. And lift. Up we go to the sky. Exhale, press the air right on down beside you. Good. Check in with everything. We're gonna make our way down to that mat. We have a little bit more twisting to do. So I'm gonna turn sideways on my mat here. Let's go ahead and drop the chin to the chest. Roll the head forward, reaching those hands down for the mat. Go ahead and walk yourself out into down dog. Oh, I said twisting. I changed my mind. Let's do a little pigeon, then we'll twist. So we're gonna take that right leg. We're gonna scoop it up to the sky. Lift it up as high as it will go. Up, up, up. Bend the right knee, and we're gonna just bring that right knee forward between those hands. Release your toes in the back, and drop down to your elbows, to your hands. We're just sliding yourselves out here into pigeon. You wiggle out into the position here that feels best to you. So we're just gonna relax and breathe at the bottom. As always, giving that body time to stretch. Walking those hands back towards those hips. Let's open up that chest. Shoulders are down. Left hip flexor gets a little length. And then we're gonna swap out sides. So tuck up those left toes. Press yourselves up to down dog. And then that left leg scoops up to the sky. Up, up, up. Bend the left knee. Swing the left knee forward between those hands. Release those toes. And drop. Drop down into pigeon. Wiggling around here however you might need to. Walking those hands back by those hips, open up that chest. Pressing yourselves back up to down dog. So right toes tuck, up we go, down dog, fantastic. Release knees to the mat and relax those toes. Let's go ahead and give it a little thread the needle. That twist is coming, I promise. So here we are. Let's take first that left hand. We're gonna turn your left hand face up on your mat and just gently lower your left ear and your left shoulder down to the floor. There. There's a little twist. Absolutely. Gonna go ahead here, press on that right hand, come on back to all fours, and then the other side. Turn that right palm face up on your mat. Go ahead and lower that right ear and that right shoulder down to the floor. Scoop it into cat. Hold your cat stretch. Press back into rocket cat. And lift up. Flatten it out here right in the middle. And let's just have a seat onto those hind parts. Nice and comfy. We'll give it that twist and then we're going to come down onto your backs. So here we are for just a moment. Lift up tall, shoulders over hips, nice and easy. I'm gonna give it that spinal twist. So I'm gonna take my left hand over to my right knee, reach the right arm forward, lift to the sky, and rotate on around to the right. There's that nice squeeze. Straight through the spine, we've just got a nice rotation. Come on back to the middle, other side. Right hand, left knee, left arm forward, up, and around. Give that upper body a little wiggle. And then let's go ahead here. Come down onto your mats. Hug those knees into your chest. Down we go. And then once you come down, let's rock a little side to side, a little back and forth. Maybe some figure eights here. Good. And then one more twist. Flop your arms out to the side T position. Both knees flop to the right. And both knees flop to the left. Lovely. Come back to the center. Set one foot on the mat. Set the other foot on the mat. And then lengthen those legs down and out along your mat. Wiggle out here into a nice, comfortable position. I'm going to come up to seated, but I'd like for you to stay on your mats, on your backs. So I'm going to give you just a little bit of a guided meditation. Just talk you through a little period of quiet, a little bit of softness. So if you'd like, now's a good time to put on your socks and your sweatshirts. If you've got a pillow somewhere around the house, right? Got one here. Maybe you can just make yourself a little nest on your mat with your blankies, with your pillows, whatever you might need, just in order to be comfy for our remaining time today. So, good space to do that. I encourage you to stick around for our remaining time together. It's a stressful time, and so definitely, as I talk you through a little bit of relaxation, I'll give you about 2 minutes of silence. And it's just a very important component of our yoga session, just to allow you to relax and de-stress and come inward a little bit, just to find your focus. So it's actually a very difficult task, no matter what's going on in the world. And so if that's the case today, if your brain is just moving around, think about and notice your body as it breathes. Just relax and breathe in this space. So hopefully here by now you've come to a nice relaxed position on your mat, right? Blankies, sweatshirts, whatever you need. Go ahead and close your eyes. Close your eyes in this space. Tune into your body. How does it feel? How does your body feel? Maybe compare it to how it felt when we began our session, or when you woke up this morning. But in this space, let's go ahead and focus on just your right leg. I want you to notice nothing but that right leg. Everything between the toes and the hip. Be aware of that right leg. Inhale into that right leg. And then exhale, soften that right leg. Let it melt down into the floor and just let it be. You can focus next on that left leg. So go ahead here, notice that left leg, everything between all of those toes and that hip joint. Notice that left leg, inhale into it. And then exhale. Allow that left leg to melt away into the mat. Let it go. So that we can focus on your core. Notice your tummy, your glutes, your lower back. Inhale. And then soften as you exhale. Focusing on that upper body, everything, shoulders, chest, mid and upper back. Inhale and exhale to let go. Go ahead and breathe into both arms, everything between your shoulders and all 10 of those fingers. Notice all parts, all sections of those arms. Inhale and exhale. Soften those arms, melt them into that mat. And then slowly here, you might wish to turn your head a little from side to side. Relax your neck. Let your head find an easy place in which to stop and rest. Once that head is comfy, go ahead and check in with all of that body. Inhale. And as you exhale, let go of any bits of the body that are still just a little bit tense or a little stressed. Let go. Let your mat support the weight of your body. And then here with that body nice and soft, let's just check in with your breathing rhythm. We're just observing that breath. We're not controlling it. Breath is just happening. Feeling that chest rise and fall. Noticing your breath. And then from your breath, let's go ahead and draw that focus inward to the mind. This is where we need to quiet that mind. Empty it of all thought and just find that peaceful, easy, quiet place. A place where you're always soft, tranquil, easy, and serene. Let's go ahead and relax in this space and just enjoy a few moments of peace. Slowly and gently, let's go ahead and bring your focus back into the room and back into that breath. That breath has grown shallow, so let's deepen that breath. Complete breath in, full breath out. Complete breath in, and full breath out. Continue to breathe, and maybe here, wiggle those fingers and toes around a little bit. Bring some energy back into the body. And as you start to wiggle around, you might want to stretch out or even roll over onto your side for just another moment. Slowly here, as you're ready, let's go ahead and press on up into a nice seated position. Go ahead and bring your hands to your lap or to your knees. Let's close your eyes and come inward for a final moment of quiet, focusing on your own uplifting idea, thought, prayer, or just a moment of silence. Samasta, Sukhino, Bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Shanti means peace. Om Shanti Ti. guys for joining me today. Again, I'm Jennifer. I hope to see you